It's the morning of my very first mammogram ever. Grabbing my very fancy gown, and I'm just trying to pump out all of my breast milk. I just started pumping. You just have, like, of course, empty breasts in order for the mammogram to work. I can't imagine how painful this is going to be with mastitis and trying to make sure my breasts are empty, but here we go. Mornings are not my favorite. I have never been a big morning fan. I'm a twin mom, so I'm exhausted every single morning. I literally brush my hair and do my makeup in the car on the way here. So wish me luck, I'm about to head in. I'm excited to get some answers about this mastitis because it's been literally my whole entire breastfeeding journey. I've had mastitis, except from the first 2.5 weeks I didn't have it. So I'm like a little worried because they really pushed for this mammogram. And so I'm a little worried that it could be something more severe than what I think it is. I'm like, why do I need a mammogram? I'm only 38. Right now I'm getting older, but they don't recommend it till you're 40, as most places. And I don't know, I just didn't feel like I needed one, but they keep on pushing for it. So I'm going to get a mammogram and an ultrasound and praying that there's nothing more severe than just a little mastitis, I guess. But like, I've been on 4 different antibiotics and I did antifungal. I've done everything to try to combat this, and it's still there. It's not as bad, to be honest. So that's good. But anyways, excited to get some answers. In the little mammogram waiting center, holding center, and grabbing my very fancy gown. Thank goodness it's waist up only because I do not have to wear underwear. I have hemorrhoids, and so I just like, it's so uncomfortable if it bunches up there. You know what I mean? If you've ever had hemorrhoids, you get it. Oh, look at that. Fancy little gown. Like literally right now, my left side just burns. It's not like constant, but I don't know, I can't explain it. It's just like, it starts to burn and throb, and the nipple is so sensitive. Like if anybody even like brushes the nipple, like the baby or like myself, like sometimes I accidentally, like my fingernail will get it, and I'm like, it's just like excruciating pain. It doesn't make any sense. Like I don't get why, but I hope I don't leak because I have to be obviously naked for this imaging. So if I leak, it's gonna be in the gown. So and like I put my hat back on because if I didn't, oh my gosh, I just feel like a mess, and I'm like a little nervous because who knows what could come of this, but I'm just praying for all good things, so we'll see. This is a mammogram machine, so I'm not sure exactly what happens, but I'll let you know afterwards because this is my first time. Now I'm in the waiting area, and they have these spa heated blankets, which is very fabulous. And I gotta tell you, it really wasn't that painful. I think that the fear of the unknown was more, like maybe more anxious than anything, but it really wasn't that painful. And a lot of people say it's so painful, it's so painful. I really think fear causes pain. I genuinely believe that. Because if you can just try to like decrease the anxiety, decrease the fear, it doesn't hurt so bad. And it was obviously awkward and uncomfortable because they like smush your breasts in between like two, like a metal and plastic thing. They smush it as tight as they can, and then they have you like rotate. And my breast was like this kind of, but like it really wasn't that painful. It was uncomfortable, that's for sure, but it wasn't painful. And so I don't know, in case you ever have to get a mammogram, just so you know, it doesn't, I don't think it has to be that painful if you can just breathe through it and just like tell yourself that it's only going to last for a minute. It doesn't take too long. The worst part is that it was freezing. It's like so cold. I don't know. I hope that's helpful because even like labor, I feel like I know the childbirth and like labor, all you see in the movies is how painful it is. But I'm telling you, if you can control your mind and the fear and the anxiety of part of it, the pain, I had zero pain with Henley, or with, not with Henley. With Henley, I was very fearful and very scared and unsure of the unknown. And so I had a lot of pain. Same thing with Hendrix. As a home birth, I was completely unmedicated and I was terrified because it was the middle of COVID. But with Hawkins and Huxley, my twins, I had zero pain. I did not even think I was in labor because I just had zero pain. And I think it's because I was not scared at all. Now I'm getting an ultrasound. And hopefully this will give you some answers because I am dying to know what the heck is going on with my left breast. Good news and bad news. The good news is that everything came back like fine. So even the ultrasound, she said she didn't really see anything. So the mammogram's good, the ultrasound's good. And honestly, that is like, I'm very thankful for that. Like I should really just be nothing but thankful because I was starting to worry that it could be something worse, but it's not. So there's that. But why am I having this pain? Like I have like nipple pain and it like burns. Like I'll just show you like this is like where my nipple is and it's tender right now to the touch. Like it literally hurts and then it burns like all the way through here. And it has been, and it like hurts still when my babies are latching, and I don't let them latch all the time because I know that they have ties, and so I thought maybe if their mouth got bigger, as they can open it, like it wouldn't hurt so bad. And also it doesn't hurt on this side, and so they latch on this side and it doesn't hurt on this side. So I'm like, I don't think it's my babies that are latching that is causing the problem. And same thing with the pump, like it doesn't hurt on this side, so I pump, but I pump on both sides, of course, and it just always hurts on this side for some reason. I don't know what happened. And also this might be TMI for some, but I'm all about sharing all of this because I really think it can be beneficial to someone else who's going through something similar, or someone who's going through something similar could maybe help me. And so I'm just all about sharing it all. I don't think there's anything, taboo or like sexual about sharing about your breasts. They're literally made by God to feed your babies. And so you should be able to share your breasts, your nipples, all of it, in my opinion. Men show their nipples all the time and it's not sexualized. It's silly that women, like if they're sexualizing something, if they're talking about their breast, or if they share themselves breastfeeding, or if they show a little bit of their nipple, it's like, are you kidding me? These are literally made to feed your babies. Like you're the one sexualizing it if you think like that. That's my opinion. But anyways, I guess at this point, like I have to go see my doctor again, and they say that it's probably hormonal. So, but I don't, like, what do I do about this? Like, it doesn't make me want to keep breastfeeding because it's painful. But I do want, my babies to have like the best like milk that they can have, and I know that your body produces antibodies, and they just had RSV, and I really believe that they of course were sick, but they weren't in the hospital, and we were able to manage it all at home. And of course formula is great, and I'm very thankful for it. We've been supplementing with formula pretty much almost their whole life at this point. Like I've had days where I've just fed just like my breast milk, but for the most part they've had formula, right along with breast milk because I haven't produced enough. So there's nothing wrong with formula, but it's just scientifically proven that a mother's milk is the best option for the baby. And so if I'm able to, I want to be able to feed them that, but not if I'm in pain. And so anyways, I guess I'll just have to think about this. If you've ever had hemorrhoids, you get it. If you haven't, you're blessed.